With a 4-4 record, it's either we start winning games or this is going to be a massive failure of a season. Coming off last episode's loss to the Kansas City Chiefs, we know we can't afford too many more slip-ups if we even want to be a wild card this year. I think we have a better team than our record indicates. The way I kind of look at it, early in the season, you want to be playing good football, whether that leads to wins or losses. You want to build towards actually being a sustainable team. Now that we're getting into the second half of the year, it's more just win by any means necessary. And if we have to go win some ugly games to get this season on track, then that's what we've got to do. We take on Miami, Carolina, and the Jets in our next three. None of those three teams have a better record than us right now, with the Panthers being 4-4, with the best record of that group. And we enter play today with Denzel Stockton at 14 touchdowns and 6 interceptions. I thought he played really well against the Chiefs, outside of one major mistake, but that is kind of the room for error in the AFC. You need to avoid making that one major costly mistake, whether it's a pick six or an interception in the red zone, something that really swings the points. We ended up losing by 3. And what I keep talking about when it comes to Stockton is that he still needs to get better. Are we seeing him get better this year? Statistically, he's not. I could see him plateauing as this type of a quarterback, where he is certainly above average, a difficult guy to move on from, but perhaps when he's getting paid that full franchise quarterback salary, it becomes tougher to go all the way with him, to consistently have that winning streak in the playoffs to get to a Super Bowl. And one thing we certainly know is that the weaponry and the infrastructure around him is likely never going to be better than this. With Josh Jacobs, Devontae Adams, Rashad Bateman added to the mix, you've got left tackle Colton Miller, and sure, this offensive line could actually be improved, but it's unlikely we have a better line in the future with equal to better playmakers. Every episode, to me, is another test for Denzel Stockton, and to me, today's test is, can you go win games we should win? And you know what? I'm tired of winning these games by like a field goal. I feel like this is a stretch where we can go 3-0 and win 2 of those games by multiple scores. But if things ever come that easily in this series, it has not been common. So welcome in everybody to today's installment of the Raiders franchise. The feedback after trading away our second round pick, and it was a more complex trade than that, but trading a 2 in a trade that landed us corner DJ Reed was not a popular move. I do think there's a chance for this trade to work out nicely for us, especially if we can start to beat up on worse teams a little bit easier, just overwhelming them with talent at a key area like corner. I know I've got to put together some better drafts. It's been a rough stretch. So I have done some more homework on a lot of now I have to look more in the 4th round range at some defenders and a few areas I think are important. And with all those 4s, there's obviously some opportunity then to move up into the 3rd if there's talent I like. I think it's a pretty good tight end class. I've seen so many of them in this game. So if we don't keep Michael Mayer, which the franchise tag might be an option there, and I don't think the tag at tight end would be more than $15 million, so it would be reasonable. But I also just like the class. Here is Notre Dame Tight End University's Drew Keller, 22 years old, with elite size, 6'6", 274, and the athleticism outside of the acceleration, which not easy to get 6'6", 270 up to full speed quickly, but the strength, speed, everything looks really impressive. And if you're telling me this is a talent you can get in the 3rd or 4th round, yeah, that's a future starting option, I think. Between episodes, I'm trying to do some extra scouting to have a good plan for the draft, so I can come away with some hits this series desperately needs. And we'll talk about prospects here or there, but I think it's time we get on to today's action. First up today, we take on the Miami Dolphins, trying to get to 5-4. With the first quarter coming to an end, We take it down inside the 5, and Shakir Chaney gets us a touchdown, tying the game at 7. Now in the second, driving again, Stockton hits Rashad Bateman for a 22-yard touchdown. But we all know Miami can fly up and down the field with their explosive offense. 20 to Tyreek Hill, a penalty on Spillane, followed up by a touchdown by Eric Gray. Stockton was then intercepted, leading to a Miami field goal as they take a 17-14 advantage. On the opening drive of the third quarter, Stockton hits Devontae Adams for a 28-yard score as we take a 4-point advantage. And now we hit the field as we see Kansas City leading the Patriots 17-0. And Tua connects with Tyreek Hill on the outside for the first down. We are not going to catch Kansas City. It is wild card or bust for our Raiders this year. Tua hands off. Running room. Achane across the 40. And the give is stuffed by Ramon Hayes. Missed a few games last episode, but I hope he can still continue that sophomore breakout I think that he's due for. And it's third down. Tua on the keeper, runs for the first down, and lost the ball! Recovered by the Raiders! Big takeaway. And Stockton hands off. It is Josh Jacobs. Powered through a tackler and gains 9. Now the give inside and just out-muscling Miami. 4-man rush and dumped off. Here's Jacobs again for the first. Stockton sitting at 223 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a costly interception. To the outside now, Jacobs across the 40. 3rd and 5, off the fake. It is dumped out of bounds off the mark. Stockton was looking at a lot of pressure, and that's going to bring the offense back out for 4th and 5. Here we go. The roll of the dice here. Got to get to the 33. He's got time. Drop by Jacobs. And a turnover on downs. And that gives it back to Miami at their own 39. They'll go Achane's way. He's got some daylight. Picks up 9. Tua fakes. Now extends and fires. Oh, it's intercepted. Robert Spillane off the tip, and the Raiders have another second half takeaway. That was a pretty nice play. Tua throws a decent ball here, but the hit jars it loose in midair. If the defense gets you a couple second half takeaways like that, they're doing their job. We're about to hit the 4th quarter, but first it is caught by Adams! Off to the races! 67-yard touchdown. The immediate capitalization after the turnover. Raiders up 2 scores. They fumbled it away on the next drive. 3 straight turnover possessions for Miami. Now trying to put them away. Irwin's in. Gets the handoff and is down shy of the end zone. On 3rd down, Irwin on the second try is in. And the Raiders go up big on Miami. The Raiders pull away and absolutely dominate Miami. Final score, 49-17. We would score 2 more touchdowns. That's one of the most impressive wins in a very long time. 3 scores for Denzel Stockton. Jacobs gets his 100-plus, finds the end zone, while Shakir Chaney has more touchdowns than yards per carry. Big day for Adams. Bateman contributes as well. We spread the football around, got everybody a part of the game. Milton Williams picks up a couple sacks. Defense gets, looks like 5 total. Not a bad way to get the action going today. Up to 5-4 now. The Panthers have the same record as we look ahead to Week 11. We are still a game behind the Chargers in second place. Our numbers this year look even better than our record. Number 5 in scoring, number 4 in scoring defense. We need to go on a nice run here. Now we get to upgrade rookie wideout Taylor Seymour. Haven't seen him on the field a whole lot. It's tough to get opportunities at times, but I do think, I'm going to keep repeating myself, I think there's a lot of potential here with him. He's only a 21-year-old receiver. This year might be more of a red shirt for him, but I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up getting more playing time next year and beyond. We're coming off our most dominant win, perhaps of the entire series, and now look to make it 2 in a row, taking on Carolina. It's the opening drive, and the Panthers are moving it right down the field to our 28. Carolina play fake on 3rd down. Bryce Young off the mark. Looked like that was directed at George Pickens, who's now in Carolina. And that should have been 6 points, really. Another win for KC down below. They beat the Bills this time around, 28-24. And we go down 3-0. Let's see how Denzel Stockton looks to respond. It's 1st down, and he almost got picked off straight away. Shake that one off, and this one is behind Adams. Defended well again. What do you got on 3rd down then? A catch by Michael Mayer, 14 yards. Looking for an update, too, on the Charger game. We need them to drop a game here. And the pass caught by Rashad Bateman. Bringing the fullback on 3rd and 2. And he follows Irwin for the 1st down. And the Chargers did lose, by the way, and not to a good team. The Jets beat them 31-24. We get the Jets next week. But now a chance to get back to 2nd place, and Mayer will take the 7. And we go play fake. Caught by Bateman, taken off, and he will score. Got a block from Devontae Adams. It's a 42-yard touchdown as the Raiders pick up where they left off in the previous game. Why can't they all work this perfectly? Bateman wins his one-on-one. No one gets the angle. Touchdown, Las Vegas. We pick it up on Carolina's next drive. They are into plus territory at our 43. And Young hits Pickens underneath, and it's a 1st down. 4-man rush. Young able to get it out there to Pickens. You know, one guy I really want to see more of here is Tyree Wilson. Pass caught down inside the 20. But I feel Wilson's been pretty quiet here this season. Been wondering if we should see a little more Khalil Mack. It's dished out to Pickens for a short gain. How does George Pickens have 7 catches in the 1st quarter? That had to be a typo. Handoff. Ahead to the 6 is Tyler Algier. Empty for Bryce on 3rd and 1. Over the middle. Touchdown, Carolina. Wan'Dale Robinson. 10-7 game, and here is Stockton. Little check down, and Jacobs gets us across the 30. The fake, and the sack. He lost the ball. Stockton jumps back on it to save a turnover. And we got the pressure from DJ Reed, and the pass caught by Pickens. At this point, I just want to see him break the receptions record. He's off to an incredible start. Algier inside across the 47 yards. Young third down. Pickens is slot right. And at the first down marker, he makes the catch. Off the fake. Young. It's intercepted. And it's DJ Reed. That's right. The trade deadline acquisition, DJ Reed, just made a very big play for our defense. It was intended for the red-hot George Pickens, and it's DJ Reed who ends his hot streak. Unfortunately, we were not able to put together a drive after that takeaway. So the Panthers have it again. We're late first. First half, that is. Up by 3. Young with time. That is off the hands of Wan'Dale Robinson. Panthers trying to move the sticks, and on third down, we stuff the run. Got a really nice defense. Devin White, 9 tackles in the first half. Offense needs to get a drive here before halftime now. And after a punt that bad, let's capitalize. Was a 19-yard punt. 2:16 to play in the first half. Stockton making a change at the line. Backs up and dumps it. Jacobs with his feet tangled, can't get away. Stockton, Jacobs, what a catch! And got away from 2 defenders as well. He just makes incredible plays in this series, man. Off the mark for Anthony Clinton, setting up a third down. Trying to get this drive going. It is intercepted. Tried to fire that into Rashad Bateman. Instead, it's picked off by Terrell Edmonds. The former Steelers are making plays. And speak of, I guess Robert Spillane is getting in on the action too. George Pickens has at least 10 catches. And it's 3rd and 4. We've been stingy on third down. Geez, 2 rushes, 18 passes. Bryce Young, screen Algier. Easy first down. I really wish there was more we could do to edit schemes and playbooks. If they're going to be this bad, give us the tools to fix it. 10-7 Carolina. Pass off the mark in the direction of Pickens. From the 43, Young downfield, knocked away by Marcus Epps. He's just throwing it at Pickens over and over again. The dude's got to have 15 targets in the first half. Third down. Young extending, turns upfield, and slides at the 40. From here, it's a 57-yard field goal. And instead, they're going to look to punt. Raiders would have been wise there to burn a timeout, but they do not. The defense has done more than you could really ask. And oh my, that is a 43-yard touchdown to close the half. Basically, a Hail Mary to the end zone. 14-10, Raiders take a surprising lead and start to pick up where they left off. Here's Jacobs. Down he goes for a 3-yard loss. Neither team really interested in running the ball today. You're either going to be extremely pass-heavy or balanced. There is no, run-heavy outcome. Caught by Clinton. Down at the 26. Just flew into frame there and makes a 24-yard catch. Raiders at the Panther 26. Spreading out the defense to give it to Josh Jacobs. Flag down. Great run coming back. They get Andre James on the hold. Bateman on the outside. Good pickup to the 22. Bateman has 10 catches on the day. Jacobs now! Another great run. Every time he touches the ball, something cool happens. You're just not getting a player to do that in the 4th round, man. Pass. Incomplete for Clinton. J.C. Horn. 3 tight ends for Las Vegas. And it's Jacobs up the middle. Touchdown, Raiders. Yeah, I think we should be running it a bit more than we are. Raiders take a 2-possession lead. Again, the Panthers take it into Raider territory on their next possession. And yes, it's been through more George Pickens catches. Young slings it out of bounds. I want to make a little change here, too. I think that the rest of the game, let me see if Khalil Mack can start to make some noise here, because just getting a little tired of Tyree Wilson not making plays. He'll be out there when we go to our pass rushing packages. I like Wilson still for like base personnel because he's a good run defender, as is Michael Pierce. But now you got number 52 out there, Khalil Mack. 3rd and 7. Raiders bring 4. Crosby chases Bryce upfield, and he slides. They're going for it. Pickens is left slot. DJ Reed over top. Young throws. Incomplete. Broken up by Jalen Johnson. That was Traylon Burks who couldn't reel it in. They've been awful busy in free agency. I've also seen like Kevin Byard on defense. Caught by Adams. 1st down. Quick throw for Michael Mayer. Very close to a 1st down. Stockton getting closer to a 300-yard passing day. This is Josh Jacobs' territory, or so I thought. Caught by Adams. Breaks the tackle with a stiff arm. 1st down. And we're on to the 4th quarter. Raiders picked up the dominant win earlier today. Stockton, incomplete for Bateman. Here we're up 11. A chance again to put our opponent way behind in the 4th. 2 receivers top of your screen. Adams is somewhere off screen on the bottom. Stockton fires end zone. Caught! Touchdown, Rashad Bateman. Another big lead for our Raiders. We're really starting to turn it on right now. Both sides of the ball really clicking. And the Panthers trail by 18. Great catch, Wan'Dale Robinson. They have to score relatively quickly on this drive to really make it interesting. Bryce Young to the outside and complete. A 1st down to the Raider 40, going to Evans, the tight end. 8 in coverage now, and they go underneath for George Pickens. Give me the update. How many is he at? I'm saying 15. 13, 107. Panther fans hoping it's a preview of what's to come with Deontay Johnson. And a nice catch at the 30. 3rd and inches. Going long with it. Broken up for Pickens by L'Jarius Sneed. Well, a field goal would cut it to a 15-point game. They'll try to do that here. Nearly blocked. Kick is good. Wow, what a day for Rashad Bateman. 11, 183, and 3. He and George Pickens trying to set records today. Meanwhile, a 15-point game, and we're still throwing. Overthrown for Bateman. Jacobs on the outside. The safety takes him down at the 40. Play action. Stockton lets it rip. Caught by Bateman. How'd he bring that down? It's his 12th catch. He's over 200 yards, 3 touchdowns. One of the best receiver performances we've ever seen in this series. What a story, man. 28-13, Raiders driving, and it's off the mark. Jacobs, look at that lane. Downhill at full speed to the 17. Man, this team looks dangerous today. This is kind of the episode I thought we could have today. As Jacobs outruns, and then the turf monster eats him up. Stockton scans, and someone turn up the AC. Touchdown, Raiders. Looking at a second straight blowout victory. We handily beat Miami, taking off in the second half of that game, and we're doing the same here. Little check down, and that'll eat up some time. Pickens, though, he's not done, and a penalty will send them forward further. Under 4 to play. Bryce Young tucks and runs beyond the 30. 4th down, Carolina. Would love to hold another team under 20 points. Young caught. And the Panthers aren't done yet. Young on 1st down. Pressured by Wilson. Okay, I'll acknowledge he got some pressure that time. 4-man rush. Pickens is in the end zone. And Ramon Hayes is shaken up. No. I really hope it's not a serious injury. He's already missed some time this year. Nice catch. No, he didn't catch that, I don't think. Both teams kind of are celebrating. I don't know. 35-19, and here is the onside try. Popped up to Taylor Seymour. And the Raiders take over. We're about to go for it here on 4th and 4. Up by 16. Stockton looking for the dagger, and that'll do it. Raiders will win their second straight, moving to 6-4. Ahead of a date with the New York Jets, who have been one of the 5 worst teams in the league this season. And a field goal at the end that he missed. All right, 35-19 is your final. And the Raiders are starting to look like a real strong playoff contender. We've been ripping these defenses apart, clamping down when they cross the 50. 2 wins where there's very little to complain about. Really fun game. 4 touchdowns for Denzel Stockton. Jacobs had an okay day by his standards. George Pickens, though, and Rashad Bateman, these two went off today. 16 catches for Pickens, 12 for Bateman, but 208 yards, 3 touchdowns. One heck of a fantasy day. 17 tackles, meanwhile, for Devin White. And don't forget that DJ Reed, who I traded for, had an interception. Now the question is, can we stay hot after building up this little 2-game streak? It's about as impressive as 2 weeks can look. We do have an injury, though, coming out of this game. And it's Ramon Hayes, who will now be recovering from a torn labrum. He will miss the next 3. Man, this really stinks. When he's out there, he's showing flashes. But he's just not able to get out there as much this year. He's only played in 6 games. He's now set to miss 3 more. But as we look ahead to the Jets game, breakout wide receiver, who do you think this is? We have an opportunity today to break out Rashad Bateman. I did think there was a small chance it could be Anthony Clinton, but Bateman had the monster day. He has a chance to be a superstar after playing like one. Stockton now up to 21 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, while Rashad Bateman takes the team lead. Staggering, too. He's played less snaps than Adams. 65 catches, 836 yards, 8 touchdowns. Does he have another one in him today? Stockton takes on George Garrison and the Jets. The last time these teams met was the wild card round of last year's postseason, where the Jets looked like they were going to win the game. In 3 quarters, they were the much better team. But in the 4th, Denzel Stockton got it together, got us a win, and now the Jets aren't having a very good year. This is another game we should win, and win handily. Now, it's not reasonable to expect a team to win by multiple scores for 3 straight weeks, but I'd still like to see us do it. We just had to punt from our own goal line, essentially, and the Jets take over, and they kick a field goal to go up by 3. We want to see Rashad Bateman be productive again. Imagine him getting a superstar. 3rd down, it's intercepted. Number 9 on the year for Stockton. And then Tyree Wilson gets the sack, but then we give up the big play to Paris Campbell. DJ Reed has a couple deflections in this game. But now the Jets take a 10-0 lead. Not sure what's going on. I know we have the Bills next week. Are the Raiders looking ahead to a game that could mean more? It's 17-0 in favor of the New York Jets. We've ran 15 plays. Stockton on the deep drop. He finds Michael Mayer. I will say, this is a bad spot to be, obviously. This is a great spot, though, for Rashad Bateman to try and get that goal. 150 is what it takes. We're going to be throwing the rest of the way. Now, we have to throw well the rest of the way. That is a question. Sauce Gardner is out there. No DJ Reed. Remember, we traded him. We traded for him, so he's no longer in this secondary. That's caught. 1st down to Bateman. Bateman's at 2 for 20, so we obviously need to have a huge second half. On 1st down, over the top. Caught by Adams. Inside the Jet 30. Why panic? We're good enough to where we don't need to panic here. Oh, Marcus Blades is out there. Stockton open. That's a touchdown. And it's Joe Roberts. Wow. I had no idea he'd be taking snaps today. But I really like Joe Roberts. If Mayer went down, Roberts would become my preferred receiving tight end. He has more vertical threat ability, better route runner than our other options, and now gives us something to remember. The defense isn't playing that well. We're missing Ramon Hayes, but I don't think that's the main reason. I think Garrison is just good. George Garrison, effortless flick, and it's caught. Down to the 29 of the Raiders. Going empty. Going deep. It is knocked away by Marcus Epps. 4-man rush. Downfield, overthrown. And they missed the 46-yard field goal. The door's open. 1:03 left to go, and it's tipped away from Bateman. Defended by Marcus Blades. On 2nd down, Stockton has to get out of the pocket, and he's intercepted. And the Jets have it. That's Cameron Bynum. New York then scores a touchdown to go up by 17 all over again. Trying to come back in the second half. Raiders driving. They're inside the red zone. Goal to go. Touchdown, Antonio Gibson. And now we're late 3. 24-14. Still a game here for the Raiders. Stockton with time in the pocket. And Jacobs going nowhere. The fake. Downfield. Caught. Michael Mayer. They bring the extra pressure. And it's caught by Mayer. He fumbled it. That had to have been like down. I feel like I haven't seen a fumble like that before. I have no clue if that's going to stand. All right, he did go down. I just don't think I've seen the fumble from that tumbling animation like that. and they will review it. Stockton keeping, dangerous play, down at the 14. Jacobs on the sweep, trying to turn the corner, stiff arm sauce, first down. Jacobs shrugs off the defender, and another one as he gains 7. Stockton dumps it for Jacobs. Touchdown, Raiders. And it's a one-possession game. We've made this one close after all. It's 24-21 Jets. They're at their own 40. Running inside. Stuffed is Hall. And now empty for Garrison. Gets it off. Caught. They might have a good receiver outside here. That's Quandre Wooden, number 18. Seems to be a favorite target of George Garrison. It's not a very developed receiving core here with the Jets, as Breece Hall close to a first down. Yeah, I don't know. I just realized that, like, Garrett Wilson hasn't been out there. I don't know if he's injured or what his story is at this stage, but Quandre Wooden is the one. Then it's Trey Tucker, Paris Campbell. But for much of the game, this has been enough. Yeah, I don't think they even have Garrett Wilson any longer. I'm not sure where he ended up. But the Jets obviously haven't replaced him all that well. 6 and change to go. See if the defense can at least hold them to 3, because they're in field goal range. And Garrison, he throws incomplete as we take out the tight end. Fake to Hall on third down. Wants it all, overthrown. The 2-win Jets are going for it. On fourth down, pass is caught. Quandre Wooden. Garrison intercepted. He is picked off by Marcus Epps. The Raider defense makes a big play. Now can they go and take the lead for the first time in this game? They have to go 84 yards. And they run it with Jacobs. Off right tackle, gain of 6. Third down, and it's incomplete. Adams couldn't handle it. That was Marcus Blades on the defending. We traded him to the Jets as part of that DJ Reed deal. They might have someone there to at least add to this defense. So a good job by the Jets getting the ball back with 5 minutes essentially left. 4-man rush. Garrison downfield, overthrowing everybody. Yeah, they're throwing it around like a 2-win team. Just Quandre Wooden's down there somewhere, or Trey Tucker's down there somewhere. Garrison's had enough. 24-21, caught on time at the 33. That was Trey Tucker on the catch, number 82. And they run it with Hall with a burst. First down. Garrison, there's a flag down as he threw it at DJ Reed. And it's a pass interference on the Raiders. They get Reed. Out of the eye now. Nice stop. Michael Pierce has shown up when they've tried to run it up the gut. And it's kind of now or never. We got to get this ball back soon. Last play before, well, we could call a timeout, but likely last play pre-warning. Fake it to Wooden. Breece Hall. Secondary. Gain of 8. 3rd and 2. Nice throw. And a first down. Quandre Wooden. 2 timeouts left for the Raiders. Not going to be easy now, as they run it with Breece Hall to the outside and falls ahead. Another first down would end the game. Handoff Hall, first down, and the Jets will be ending this little winning streak we put together. 2 dominant wins and then a close loss to a team we really had no business losing to. This is going to bring our record to 6-5 on the year. I've seen so many of these unnecessary field goal tries in the last couple days. And the Jets win. It's their 3rd of the year. Could this be a damaging loss for our playoff hopes? We'll have to check the standings and see. But surely we did not accomplish much today. Stockton 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. And it wasn't the day Bateman was looking for. Only 3 for 26. You'll have to let me know if you like the way today's episode went. Getting bits and pieces of 3 different games. A lot of action jammed into this one, that's for sure. But this was the stretch of games I thought was going to be a lot easier for us. We go 2-1. Now we get the 7-4 Buffalo Bills, then it's the Jaguars, then it's the Chiefs. So now we're playing playoff caliber competition consistently. These teams are all 7-4 or better. If the season ended today, we would not be a playoff team. That's how stacked the AFC is. We could miss the playoffs with a top 5 scoring offense and top 5 scoring defense. We could be headed on to a path of being the greatest team that never even made the postseason. I do not want to claim that title. We're way too good for that. But next episode, another big one. And if we don't start winning these big games against the best teams, it's going to show we have a flawed construction that might not be able to get the job done. And that is going to bring today's episode to an end. We had a lot of good moments in today's episode, but ending not even in a playoff spot, knowing who's on the horizon, it's an interesting feeling. Please leave your thoughts down below in the comments section and leave a like if you enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. There's a lot more Raiders franchise on the way. And we'll see if the playoffs this year are going to be a part of that. But y'all take care. Thank you for watching and have a great day.